Hello, Bl'Artagnan here, coming to you live from the moon. Okay, not actually, we're not actually on the moon. New house though, which is pretty cool. We are coming to you live from Sage of the Distant Moon, the Fusoya debut Shinryu fight. We have a team here featuring Sid Reigns, Edward, and Ramza. Before we get too deep into it, be sure to hit the like button on that video, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, leave a comment down below, let me know what you think about the fight. Did you pull for Fusoya? What do you think of him? I want to hear from you. So what do we got going on here? We got some skeletons. I actually like these character designs for the enemies, like the skeletons with the helmets and the swords and stuff. That's kind of neat. That's cool looking. I love the death animation too. It's pretty funny. We'll get to that a little later. But they do some stuff here and there. I mean, not really. On their turns, they do like nothing. They have like some attacks. I don't know. Nothing fancy. Some debuffs, whatever. The interesting thing these guys do is their thresholds. Because when you push their thresholds, they do a couple things. One thing they do is something you may have seen if you've already played the Lufania fight, which is they do a single target, like, gravity attack that takes you down to 10% of your HP, which is scary until you realize it can't kill you, so if you bring some healing, you'll be fine. The other thing they do is more interesting. They warp their turns every few thresholds, and will hit you with an instant kill attack, guaranteed hit, Lufania style, just no, you die. And that is, it's actually pretty cool, which is a weird thing to say. Normally, turn warp instant kill sounds like, oh, that's bullshit, I hate this, but it's kind of neat here because the way they did it is they'll only do that if they can act. If they're paralyzed, they warp, go bleh, and then they just kind of, loosen up and don't do that attack next time. And I think that's great because it means we finally have a reason to use a paralysis unit, a disabler. Usually we just have like tanks or dodge tanks or whatever and just kind of get, just kind of tank our way through everything and ignore their mechanics. Here, you can't ignore that instant kill. You have to disable them, because they're going to turn warp, they're going to kill someone unless you can stun them somehow. And so I like when units have value, and there's a reason to use a given type of unit in the game. Esna and Disable are great examples of that. But you see here, Edward keeping us safe with his sleep, so they can relax their posture, and then they don't kill us, and that's what we like to see. We like to see not dying. So yeah, Edward, being kind of useful. I mean, everyone I know here is using, Agrius, Camelot, or Fusoya, who are probably the three best disablers from the game, but you know me, I like Edward, so here he is. At this point, I guess it's time to kill them pretty much. We're going to go ahead and hop into the Sid Reigns burst. The one thing I really don't like about Sid Reigns is this awkward 6-turn burst effect, because it really makes it tricky to set up an optimal force time. I'm not really sure whether the better play is to use the Luna Freya call into force into burst. But because this feels better, even though I think it's probably less damage, I do the burst into the force. Again, probably suboptimal, but Reigns does so much damage that it doesn't really matter. I guess as far as the one other mechanic in the fight, if you want to call it that, is the enemy's force time. The Forge Gaze, the threshold, they just get more brave damage resistance, and their force attack is another turn warp, and they start doing those instant kill attacks every time they act for, I think, 3 turns or 6 turns or something like that. So again, paralysis, that's your friend. Because, they can't act, it goes away. Get some buffs, that's whatever. That won't be a problem because we have lullabied them once again, and we are now just about ready to hop into the Sid Reigns burst phase. That's where we get the good stuff. So here we go, into the sky. Yeah, I haven't used Sid Reigns in a while, and he is still really awesome. Look at this, boom, boom, boom. those sky kicks are so badass. What a cool character. Never played 13, no idea what his deal is. Maybe he's a huge dork in that game, I don't know, but he's cool as hell in this one, so look at this, boom. Jesus Christ, calm down, Reigns. Don't actually calm down, I need these guys dead. But that's about the fight. That's pretty much the entirety of what there is to say. The mechanics do stack up, so as you will see, once we've pushed our way through the burst phase, we're going to have to face them doing all that stuff all at once in a bunch of rows. That's actually part of why we brought Edward here. The thing about sleep is, while it goes down every turn, it's also the longest duration stun in the game, in terms of just sitting on something during a burst phase. And so, if something is a bunch of turns, it can keep them paralyzed for a long, long time. I think Fang can also do that, but the upshot of that is we can afford to just blow past all their thresholds, let them do a bunch of turn warps, and then just kind of sit here while they sleep their way through it. They will be still doing those guaranteed hit gravity attacks, or not gravity, they're not guaranteed hit, guaranteed trigger gravity attacks, I should say. I think you can dodge them probably. I was tempted to bring Edge here, but I decided, you know, I want Ramza because Ramza's awesome. He has the big HP cap, he has the launch on his LD to kind of help with Reigns' burst, or force time. So you can see here, this guy's, Jesus, calm down, Skeleton. Oh my god. There we go, posture relax, brace, posture, there we go, sleep, sleep, sleep. Okay, cool, there we go, he's sleeping. Alright. Ramza is going to actually waste our the last turn of force time here with a Lena F LD call just to heal us up real quick. And we're just going to finish things off with Pandemonium. So there we go. Not a hard fight, but look at that. That's a funny death animation. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching through to the end. This is my first recording for my new place, and I have no idea what the sound quality is like. So I guess you can let me know in the comments down below how it sounds. But anyway, thank you for watching again, and I'll see you in the next video. Adios.